Hello, welcome back to the channel, and this is Captain of Industry Supporters Edition Update 3 Trains, Space and Asteroids. Not done a video on the channel about this. I've played City Skylines before, City Skylines 2. Many years ago I played Sims. I'm going back to probably Sims 3, maybe 2. But mainly I used to do, or I was doing sim racing and like Farm Simulator, ETS, ATS. Had a lot of trouble with Farm Simulator, the new one, with the updates and things missing and things not working properly. So I've just given it a wide berth at the moment. Gone back to this because I quite enjoy these. It's a little bit of brain. Not that I got a lot, but I got a little bit. So a little bit of brain. And more just planning and looking ahead for expansion and growth, and trying to get your industries to work and people to live and be happy and healthy. So this is what we're going to try and do. So I'm going to do one. We're going to see if we can get to train, see if we can get to space, see if we can get asteroids to land and harvest all the minerals of them. So initially we're going to start. I have done a couple of tests on a test map type thing. On a test map. I did it just to get my brain around there's a new AI. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a new game, and we're going to go with Armageddon. I like Armageddon. Well, I don't like Armageddon. I've done my test on this. I think it's this one. Oh no, on the all-in one, which is a custom map, which you can get from the community. I want to do it on Armageddon, which has been updated. You've got 4 start points. I'm going to go start point 1, which is easy. I could go with medium difficulty, and then we've got hard, and then we've got insane. But I'm going to go with medium. Good thing with this, we can make land bridges across at certain points. So like a land bridge from there to there would be nice. Probably one over there, and from there you could go that way as well, and then move on from there. But on the main island, we've got everything we need. So difficulty is going to be easy. Game difficulty, we're going to be captain. If you want to read what the differences are between sailor, captain and admiral, you're more than welcome to give it a quick pause, have a check, read them up, see what the differences are. Then mechanics, casual and resource booster. I'm not going to worry about these, so because it takes away a bit of the realism. You don't need electric for belts and all those bits and pieces. All sorting that in when you do it, so that when you're mining, you get different things in there and you have to sort them. I like that. And then I'm going to do realism and realism plus. If you want to know what's in on those, save me. People have done this before. You probably know, or if you've not watched this before, give it a pause, give them a quick read, see what you think. And then you got reduced world mines. World mines have reduced deposits, which means there's not as much in them as all there is in the base game. I don't want to do that because that makes it more challenging. I want to see how far I can get in basically a semi, not easy, but a nice neutral layer with a fair bit of realism in there as well. So next from that, we are going to call it the islands, because there are a load of islands. And then seed, that's a random seed there. I'm just going to give it a couple of clicks, and that's going to be the seed there. If you want to play along, see if you can do better than me, lay out better, or do it and then lay it out and then send me a screen grab of what yours is in different stages. That's it there. So I'm going to launch a game. We're going to have to wait for this to render the map on that seed. So I will be back when it's generated. So see you in a bit. Right, it's all rendered, and this is the screen you will be presented with once it's rendered in, or once it's built the island and all your resources. Message center. If you haven't got it up, you want to get it up, you want to get this, all you do is hit F2 and you'll bring this up. From what I know, in the new update 3, the UI has been updated. We can make this bigger and smaller, and I have turned off edge scrolling because I don't like the edge scrolling. When you get the mouse near the end, I'm trying to work near the edge of the map and then it starts scrolling. I'd rather use the keys. Normal ASWD, you can move yourself all over around and hit other keys that you don't want to hit. So we start with one harvester. I've got a cut key there. Why am I going to go to cut key? I don't want to cut. There we go. One harvester, and I think it's 8 trucks. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. So then we want a harvester. I'm going to give him 2 trucks because I'm going to need him to have 2 trucks assigned to him. And 2 trucks to the harvester. I need to start harvesting stuff. So I am going to start with harvesting all these trees here. Because, like I say, I've had a test and I've had a look at this map before. We've got, right now, let's bring up the deposits. We've got deposit sand here, lime here, coal here, oil here, ore, water, and then it starts going out more and more and more. So the initial, as far as we're going to be going, is probably ore, maybe just out here to get copper, because we need copper as well. This is quartz. I have not come across anything in testing that needs quartz. So I want to make I can probably build my city out sort of this way, and I'm going to sort of do my farming in this general area, and then we'll be mining here. I'm probably going to mine on the back side of this, because what I want to try and do is keep my processings up around here to try and give me room for expanding farm and city. Going to try and flatten this when we get level train leveling. We'll level this out, gain a bit more, because we're going to probably need to do more ports and docks. We'll do a trade dock and all that sort of thing. So yeah, so first of all, we need to build a coal maker with I was going to say snow stack, then smoke stack. Snow stack, that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Burn wood, make snow and coal. And once we've done that, we need to build a blast furnace, 2 casters, and another smokestack, plus build farmland. So first of all, I think I'm going to let's highlight my harvester so we can get harvesting. There we go. That's all of those trees. He should now go, and 2 trucks will follow him. So then we want a coal maker. Because we're going to try and keep all our processing up here, I'm going to try and put, I think I might put him here. We can rotate him. Let's rotate him that way, like so. Then we want a stack. It's I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with these. There we go. And there's the stack. So that'll start making coal. So that's all done. Now we need to do a blast furnace with 2 casters. Now I'm going to going to bring it out in the middle here. So let's go blast furnace, spin him that way. I'm actually going to have him in the middle of that one. Yep. And then caster, we need we're going to go that way. Hold up, which way do they kick out? So they come at the end. So let's turn him so he's that way. We have one there. And then I want him there. I want him the other way round, like so. Hold up. I've got the wrong one. I want a caster. Do that every time. There, like so. That's better. Is that right? Yeah. So they're like that. So then we want to stack in there. Like so. And then we want conveyors. Because that takes molten. from there to there. No, why is that doing that? There we go. So molten comes down, split into both. Yeah. So let's come out of that. So this does 24 out. No, 24 in, 24 out. They do 12. Right, so they do 12. So one of those is enough to sustain 2 of those. That's good. So we've done the blast furnace, metal caster 2, smokestack 1, juice iron. We're doing that. Farm. Right, so let's get the farmland in. It's right, so do we want it right on the, we don't want it right on the edge, do we? Right, so let's have it there. Will we get another one in there when them trees are gone? Yeah, when them trees are gone, yeah, we'll be all right. So let's go one over from that building in there, one from there. Yep, and then we're going to get another one next to it, one in there. So we are, yeah, we're sorted so far. Right, so what are we doing? Build first. Tell you what I do need to do, because it's going to ask me to research soon. So I want a research lab. And then we're going to be asking for power as well. At some point, research lab, we're going to be... Because city, if we level that, we should be able to get another one in there. I'm going to do search lab in there. Why is it not? Why would it not build there? Terrain too low? No, it's not. There we go. That, and so is it build a power generator, diesel generator? Yep, I knew it would do. I knew it would do. Right, I'm going to try and utilise some ground by there. Like that. That's good. Happy with that. That's tucked on the side there. Right, so waiting for harvest of potatoes. That's not a problem. Start power production by producing diesel generator. Research construction. Right. So go into here. I want to research construction. Then it's going to ask for a trade dock. I know it's going to ask for a trade dock. And that gives me storage as well, doesn't it? So we'll go that next. Then we've got maintenance depot and maintenance 1. We'll go that next after that. Vehicle mining and then tools, because we want to get down this one because I want to get terrain leveling. So got a lot of research stuff. I suppose I could stick a second research lab in, see if that does any quicker. 60 seconds is 0.3. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We've got iron ore collection going all right. So wait for potato harvest, which if we click on the farm, it will tell us next harvest should be 45. We've got 53. We are then, if we go to the market, we're not full. We can hold 400. When we get storage bins, we can actually put storage bin on that and hold more. It's better than just getting another store. Build waste collection attached to the settlement, designate a dumping zone for waste. Right, I'm not doing the waste collection until I've got mining, because that's the one thing. You dump waste along here, and I really don't want to dump waste there because you can then recycle it later on. Or if I can get a mining tower, we can designate a dumping area which is just purely waste. So we could do that and then just do a waste dumping area, but where you're going to put it. I might actually do it. Let's see, that's where we want train leveling and doing this, and we could utilise the area, but perhaps we could just dump it here for the moment. We'll get a mining tower and then just do a dump area there. As you got designated dumping areas, but until I've got a mining tower, you can't specify one thing, I don't think. Or can you? Let's go up to there. Right, so there's a mining area. There's a dumping area, but I can't designate what it is. Oh, wow. Which I will do in a bit when we got mining towers, which is a fair way on, I think. Mining towers, there's it's going to be 3. So once that's done, then we've got trade dock, maintenance, and then mining towers, mine smelting. Right. What was going on? So research construction parts, right? Dump waste, we ain't going to be doing that. There's no dumping area, I've got a dumping area designated. Search trade dock, we got that. We can click on the food. Construction. So let's go to, yeah, so it's researching trade dock at the moment, and I'll leave that as we are. Because how we're getting on, we've got another 2 trees, and then we get another farm down ready. Don't think at the moment. Alright, so we are not building assembly 1 at the moment. And oh look, there we go. So I just want to click all of them just so that they're looked at. Right, research. So I need to find out when I'm going to get storage. Storage is with this one. Maintenance. What do we get there? We get vehicle depot, excavators, mining control, and everything. Tools. So we get all the basic tools, but the train leveling is after we get things office. So we've got to get, yeah, I'll ask for beacon and all this, but I think once that's done, I want to go that one, then I want to go that one. What we've got there, fluid storage, oil pump, liquid pump, distiller. See, that gives me loose storage with that one, and then liquid storage with that one. Right, okay. So loose storage is good, because once we get loose storage, we can put storage on these when they start building out. There we go, trade dock. Let's get a trade dock down. Oh, and storage. Are we putting trade dock there? We're gonna go there for the trade dock. Yep, that's fine. It's far enough away from that, but it's out enough so we can do that. So we'll be building a trade dock in a minute with that. There it comes. Okay. Seems to become all speckly again on my green screen. Isn't working brilliantly. Oh well, you still see me. I'm here. Right. Power, we're doing all right. So build assembly 1. Right, so we're going to build an assembly 1, but that's going to be up here. Let's just see where deposits are. Deposits are over there. That's all right. Assembly 1. I am going to give you right, their inputs, their outputs. Right, okay. That's fine. Let's go here with assembly 1. Right, build a trade dock. Build a trade dock. Trade dock's been built. We're still waiting for bits on that by the looks of it. I stuck it out quite a way, so it's probably dropping quite a way. Yeah. Just waiting for things to be built. That's gone. We can put another farm in there now. If I put that there, he will drive around it. Or do we leave enough room? If I do that, I can get that. If I leave enough room there, we should be able to level that, get another one in. So I'm going to put that there. Yes. It's already up and running. Select recipe to produce construction parts. Construction parts. He's good. Trade dock. Trade dock. Purchase concrete slabs for iron. Trade to a village. Iron for concrete slabs. One of those. That does that. That's trading complete. We'll go back to that later. Still waiting to produce concrete plants. We're still waiting for mining tower for waste. Right, so what have we got? Assembly 1. And we've got a maintenance depot. They will ask for that at some point. When it asks for that, that's probably going to go up in here near research somewhere. Maybe around here somewhere. Yeah, I suppose it could go around there somewhere, couldn't it? Well, I'm not going to build that though until it asks for it because I don't want to waste resources at the moment. Right, how are we getting on? We're on mining, vehicle mining, which will give me the tower. That's cool. And then we're going on to tools. So then I think from there I'm going to do his office and then train leveling. I just want to get train leveling. So I want to start leveling. Want to level in some land and pulling it in as soon as possible, because then we can do a second dump ground, which will be rocks and soil and dirt and all that will be around here somewhere once we've leveled it. So yeah, right, collect reward on construction parts. Build maintenance depot, build and assembly 1, produce mechanical parts. So right. Assembly 1. It's potato. Where are we on there? mechanical parts. That's cool, because when we have to build a second one of them, we can put it in there. Build assembly one, choose mechanical parts build, maintenance depot. Right, the maintenance depot. We need to do the maintenance depot. Maintenance depot. Maintenance depot is going to go over here by the diesel, I think. He is going to be... Yeah, he's going to be there. We can get another diesel in there at some point. We're going to have to build a vehicle depot as well, aren't we? Vehicle depot. When we get there, where are we at? We're nearly there. Oh, that's 75% vehicle mining. That's cool. It tells me up here. Search Q, tools, captain's office, train leveling. Yep. Once we get the mining, we can chuck a mining tower in here, which then we can do leveling here and dumping here and whatever. With no dumping of waste. So we can then reuse the waste afterwards. So, yeah. We're doing all right so far. There we go. Maintenance depot's being built. Just drop the lid off my drink. That's that done. I have to go and get myself a coffee, so maybe pausing this in a minute, or pausing for me, but there'll be no pause for you because I will just crack straight on through. Right, so how are we doing here? Right, he's... Right, I'm going to change that so I know what it's doing. On parts 1. I know he's making construction parts 1. He's making mech parts. So he's going to be mech parts 1. Not saying I'm going to be building another one, but they are then set. I know what they are because I'm going to mech parts. Construction parts. Right, okay, right. Maintenance is done. Build a waste. Right. Build a vehicle depot, smart excavator. Yeah, so we now need to... This is where it's going to get fun. Fun. Well, not... It's fun anyway, but we're going to start. Right, so we need a vehicle depot, which he is going to go there. He then is going to make small excavator, 2 of those, another small excavator, 2 of those, because I want one for leveling and then one for mining. So I'll get them pre-built. Yeah. Enable iron recipe to use iron ore in blast furnace. Blast furnace, set recipes, iron ore. Cool. And then research beacon, build housing to a... Right, okay, let's go to research. And then beacon will be once we've done terrain leveling. It's a bit in a queue, but you'll have to wait. Right, so then we want to do waste management. It's going to get built, and then we go there. There is mining tower. We want a mining tower here. Like so. And then we want designated dumping. hold on. Right, there we go. But all I want... What can be dumped here? That there. Then you want... Oh, so that's just dumping there. Right. Right. Okay. I think I've done that. Construct two pickups. Designate. Right. So... Right. At the moment. Oh, sorry about that. If it's just right. Losing my way at the moment. Right. So we need right where are we at? Research beacon. I think that'll be in a minute. Right. Right. Construct new pickup. New pickup 9 of 10. I have no idea what's going on here. Let's have a look. What we got here. Yeah, that's still... Oh, yeah, it's still doing. So I've got... Right, so I need to do an ore process. Right, ore. I need ore. And ore is over here. Right, okay, so we go here. No, we go here. So we want a mining thing here. Whatever in that way. We need a processor. We'll have him that way. Then we need to go mining this designation. Like so. I suppose there's probably more here, isn't there? Oh, that'll do. There we go. So then we want that. We want one of those, two of those. Cool. And then he wants to add product or add product. No, not coal. Add product. Dirt. Add product. Rock. Right, so they're good. That's sorted. Let's get rid of that. Designate a zone. Some zone for slag. Right, I need to start a different zone here. I just want to level this terrain here. But we'll do that afterwards. So research building, build houses attached to existing. So right, I've confused myself now because I don't know. I need to do a second dump somewhere, don't I? So we could do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just want the waste to go there. Bloody dogs. Right. Gonna have to. Right. They're starting there, all right. So what are we getting? Process iron. We're doing that in a minute. Iron ore set up. Build another assembly on construction parts. Again. Oh no. Unit storage. Iron. Unit storage. Cost. Right. So. There is a way of copying and pasting. I really haven't got my brain around that yet. Oh wow, I completely put too much gap in that, didn't I? Right, set. Construction parts. Okay. So, con. parts 2. I knew they wanted the second one of those, so that's why I did that. Right, so and then I want storage to hold con parts. So we will then go about. I'll put one of those in there. You are going to hold con parts. And then we want one to hold iron. One to hold iron. Right. So they're doing so. I was going to have to go over there, but we'll do storage as it goes. Captain's office is being built. What have we got? A message. There are some mining designations outside of the mining tower. Right, edit area. Okay, let's come down like that. There we go. Done. Right, research. Right, they're all done. And there's about 3 left to do there. So let's go research beacon, build another assembly 1, build unit storage, store iron, doing that. Store construction parts in unit storage 020. So we've done that. We've built store. Yeah, so it'll be built. They'll be doing those. Right, iron ore. We're going to be doing that in a minute. Beacon. How far are we off from a beacon? Beacon will be in a bit. So we've got to do that. Then we've got train leveling. Then we've got beacon. Then we'll have a beacon coming in. Once we've got beacon coming in, we'll then put in some more housing. Are we going to go that way, or are we just going to come back? I think we're just going to come back this way. Then we might have to look at trying to level out some of this terrain. If we level out the terrain, level it out there and dump it over here, then we can start bringing that out, can't we? Yeah. We need to level that one to build that one. Cool. But we'll put another one there. Where do we put it? I might put it there actually. It gives room around. I'm not going to build that yet though until the beacon's in. Stockpiling is done. Alright, so we're still waiting on the beacon. Captain's office is coming along. Captain's office will then go probably over here somewhere. I think I might actually. I need train level in there. Yeah, we're going slow. Wow, we've done 4 years already. We started on 1 year, so it's running round quick. Right, let's lose storage. We could. I'm going to put that there just in case. Because you never know. I've got 2 farms going. I don't want to be losing out just in case. Right, the other mining one is there. It's done. He's ready. But whenever I get leveling, because I'm going to need him over there for leveling. I'm not going to assign any trucks to him until he's able to start leveling. Right, so Right, what we got? A captain's office is done. Right, so I'm going to build in that because I want the captain's office. Don't want him in front of that though. Let's spin him round. Let's put him there. Hopefully they'll start pulling this apart. We got enough room then for another research if need be. Right, so train leveling. It's on train leveling, then we're on beacon. That's cool. Farm could not store potatoes after harvest. Can do now, because then what we'll do, we'll click in there and we'll add potatoes. That's cool. I got rid of that. Right, we're searching on that. Last one is beacon. Right, I'll tell you what we do need to do then. Once beacon's done, we're going to go basic concrete and basic diesel. Or do we want diesel before concrete? No, we'll do those. And then we can come into dockyard. Right, so food consumption increased by 20%. Crop growth. Population edits. I don't know what that means. I'll look into that. I need to have a look at see what edits is. Excuse me. Yes, I think the next housing one, I think we'll go. No, I don't want to go there because it's going to block that. It's definitely going to have to go there. We need to start clearing that out of the way. But from there, we can always put another one here, can't we, afterwards? And then we can go there. But we're doing all right. We're doing all right at the moment. What we got now? Not enough workers. Yes, I know. All right, let's put in some housing. There we go. That's some housing. Then we need to get the beacon. Once the beacon is done, but we're waiting on the beacon. Really, really sorry, but I should have done the beacon earlier. But I'll have to wait. Right, what we got going on over here? We've got something over here. No workers. Right, yeah, we're in the process of building something so we can get more workers in. No workers. Yes, I know there's no workers. Right, I don't have to worry about that at the moment. Right, so over here, adopt. Adopt population. Settlers willing to join your island, their numbers replenish naturally over time until the limit is reached. Capacity and replenishment rate depends on the reputation, and some settlements may not offer that option. We can actually adopt 5 of those. Should we do that? All right, let's adopt. No people to adopt. So have we got enough work? Yes, there we go. We've got workers now. I'll keep him happy for a bit. Yeah, just waiting on the beacon then, really, aren't I? These really need to go to the side. They come right up in the middle. They just really interfere where you want. Right, so we want mining. Like that. There we go. That covers that lot. Wonder if we can set a separate thing. So if you have that. Right, terrain leveling is done. Right, now we can have fun. Right. Level terrain. Come on, build him up. I need building. I want all this terrain leveled. I need to close that down. Edit area, that's what I wanted. So that comes in there like that. There we go. Right. We're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Edit area, I just need to take that out just to cover that. And that needs to come out to there and there. Cool. That should start leveling all of that out. That's going to bring things better. Okay, process on 20 of 24. We're getting there with that. So he's almost done there. Once we've leveled this area, I'm going to move those, start leveling this area, but we're going to bring this out this way. Build a beacon. Build a beacon. Right, let's build a beacon. We're going to have the beacon. Yeah, there we do. Normally I have it on the coast. I'm going to have it by the captain's office. That'll do. Yeah. Right, research. Go to research. Where are we at? Concrete. Basic concrete. We've already done that one. And I think we'll wait because these ones will come in later. I'm not worried about blueprints at the moment. Right. So far, I'm just waiting for the beacon to do. That is now about an hour, and we haven't really done. Oh, I didn't realise my farmland is just slightly out by one grid. Oh, bit of OCD there taking over. Yeah, I think we got all processing to do, and yeah, basic diesel research. Basic diesel research. Let's have a look at that then. I don't think I've started that one, have I? There's basic diesel. Copper, ship, construction. Oh, basic diesel's next after basic concrete. That's fine. Yeah, so we're on it with that. We're on it with that. Basic diesel, yeah, and we're doing concrete at the moment. I think they should have been the other way around, but that's not a problem. We can start doing, because diesel will want to come from ore, which is going to be up here, which I want to do around this side. So we're not interfering there, so we can actually mine that way through, mine from the back through to the front. Yeah, because once them trees are done, we'll start on these trees here as well where the mining is. Actually, we might as well do that now, won't we? Pre-harvest. Let's go that lot and then that lot. There you go. That'll clear them out. We'll do them two last. They're out in the middle of nowhere. We'll end up planting a load once we get going again, won't we? Because we'll need wood for stuff and we will have, well, we're using it. It's not as if we're deleting them. We are getting rid of them as in usage. So the beacon's on. Let's click that, get rid of that. So beacon's done. We are research beacon is done. Train leveling is done. The captain office is done. They are working quite well there. Picking up, delivering there. There's going to be no waste going in there because there's no waste coming out. But the waste is coming out of here. So that's working on it. And yeah, I've got more mine towers that I need to. I've got to do them. I really didn't need to have. But then we are trying to be a little bit more controlled in what we're dumping, where I don't want waste dumped in with the land. Because if I get it level, the land can be used for other stuff. I suppose I could do it and have it one layer down, then put dirt over the top. But later on, I think we can use the waste for burning and incinerate it. I think it gains stuff. So anyway, what are we doing here? That's full, and the storage is nearly full as well. How many housing? We got 124 free. We got far too much going on, really. I think we might have to put another loose storage in. Yeah, we're going to put another loose storage in there. I don't want to waste food. I want to keep hold of it. Because at some point we will end up not having enough. I don't know whether to actually level this to this level. Actually, we need to come square in. So we'll level it in square like that, and then we'll really level off. Yeah. Unless we go forward and bring it out to here, would be better, wouldn't it? Yeah. Right, how are we doing? How are we doing? Right, I might call that it for this one. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah. So, at the moment, we're looking good. So, there's a research just finished. Basic concrete, that's cool. Basic concrete's done. Right. That's it for this one. I think it's just coming up to an hour. Try not to make them too long. But we've done quite a few of the initial tasks to start, and I've done a few extra bits where I've tested, like with the terrain leveling and with the waste management, which is not really waste management. I'm just piling it up somewhere. I'm basically making it like a dump, but I can then use that later. But yeah, I'm reclaiming Earth by leveling, and then we can build in that area, and then we're over by where the farms are. We will level over there and do that next. So he's just taken the last tree from that area, so that is clear, ready to start leveling over there. I'll try and see how far we can get with this. Maybe look at a couple of other games that I've not played before that I might try and look at as well. So till next time, hope you enjoy this. I quite like this game. It's quite good. You really have to sort of pre-plan, think about things. Stuff is going to get demolished. Stuff is going to get moved because it's going to get upgraded and moved and stuff like that. I'm not saying all the factories are all going to stay where they are, but try and give them enough room so they can expand enough so that we can grow and then build elsewhere. So till next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you for Captain's Industry 2 soon. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.